Episode 5 What About Bob? Episode 5 starts in London 1 year before Alita disappearance. Alita comes to research lab. She met Dr. Howgard there. She talked about her history with her. She asked her to have a drink together. Doctor told that I am married and have kids. Alita laughed on her and she leaves. She drinks with Alita. She told her about robotic scientist. They talked on their relationship in her dollhouse. Alita asked about his feelings about different people and talked about his life. Lady said that I missed her. Alita asked her about her job. She takes her to lab and started explaining her. She scans her. I takes Alita inside and showed God font. Alta keeps walking. Lady explained researches to Alita. And haptic implantation on U.S. Army officer. She showed her what these implants can do on them. Alita gets scared about that research. They leave the hall. They were stopped on the lift because Alita was not allowed there, but DR talks and they went out. Pete Kaczynski received a parcel, opens it up. It was a supersonic gun. He makes a fire and was astonished. He received a call which said, Robert O'Connell, it would be fun to work with you. He again receives a call. It was a 10 million offer, but he refused and talked about Bob and recalls his past to Pete. He threatened Bob by her daughter name. Bob agreed the deal. Flynn was lying for scan and she was recalling the destruction. In bowling, Bob visits Frank, his old friend. They talked about their children. Frank told her about the call. Bob shoots Frank's and his sons. Bob sits in his car and received again a call. He asked them about his targets. Caller gave him the information. From bowling, Frank's son fires on Bob. He kills him by supersonic sun. Bob sits in his car and give him under the car. Flynn wakes Billy and receives a job alert, accepts it and began to get ready. She saw Pickett money in Jasper pocket. She asked about it and what Pickett need from Jasper. He replied it was a gift from his uncle Pickett and he can return, but she denied and leaves. Flynn's scan is complete. Dee Dee has found infection. He injects in his back and takes a sample. Bob arrived on bridge. He called a fake call to her daughter and informs him a goodbye in secret. She told she was pregnant. He said her a goodbye. Billy and drives the car. He looked Bob on bridge, who was pretending that her car broke down. Billy and offered help, but he said that mechanic is on way. Billy and tried to offer help, but he refused and she leaves. She again stopped reverse her car and said that I will check the car. She started to look the car. Burton and Flynn also arrived there. Bob takes out the supersonic gun. Flynn remembers the gun. She asked Burton to shoot the car. Bob fired. She takes Burton down. Bob tried the second, but Burton shoots the car and gun dropped. Car popped. They saw him coming. Bob started firing. Burton fired on Boob. Flynn reversed the car by hand and hits Bob. Burton was on Bob's aim. Suddenly Billy and aimed Bob and fired him with a shotgun. She approached Bob. He again tried to shot him, but Billy and shots again. Tommy arrived there. Flynn is watching Bob. Tommy talked about incident and supersonic gun, but Flynn denied. Tommy kept on investigating through questionnaire. Tommy started tell about his school memories with Flynn. Tommy permits them to leave. While returning, Billy and asked Flynn to talk. Flynn said that they know about our moves. Billy and reveals that she knew everything. Burton told that he feels insecure about Jasper. Billy and drops them home and left. In home they talked about the killer Bob. Flynn mother discovered dead bodies. Burton and Flynn told everything to their mother. She asked them to not depend on anyone and be alert. Flynn and Burton talked about VR. Flynn walked. Wilf is alone. Flynn arrived there. Ash told them that she arrived there by hacking Peripheral. Flynn told her about Bob and attack. She told him that things are no complicated. Police is also involved. She asked about her link with Wilf on the day they walked together. She kept on talking that she is now trusting Wilf. Tommy takes Bob to police station. Bob started talking about him and told him that people who hired him will also kill Tommy. Bob told his aim to kill and bribe Tommy for $25 lakhs. Suddenly his car was hit and rolled on the road by invisible car. A man comes near to his car, takes Daniel with him. He comes out from the car, but the car was again invisible. Flynn and Wilf comes to research lab. Wilf told his childhood story to Flynn and how he killed 4 people when he was a child. He said that you should go inside when you know what you want to do. Flynn comes in the lab. Doctor arrived there and asked about what can I help. Flynn asked about attacks on her family. Doctor said that you have my data, but she denied. Flynn threats her to kill, but Doctor is in her peripheral. Doctor holds her neck, but Flynn started a fight and kicked her, broke her ribs and neck, walks out from the building.